Now this isn't about drugs or any other habits you might have. This is about lubrication for your motorcycle. Basically, I'm talking syringes. Big ones, small ones. You can get these off the internet or from your pharmacy, and they are really useful things to have in your workshop. This big one, for example, I've just put a bit of pipe on there so I can get it into nooks and crevices, and that can go into gearbox filler caps. It can go up into little places you can't get your funnel and so on. A really good place to use a syringe this size is in your forks. Let's assume these forks take 200 cc's of oil, and you've got a little tiny filler cap at the top which you can undo. You don't want to take all your handlebars and gubbins off, but you can get into that filler cap. Then all you need to do is suck up 50 cc's of oil into this, and then put it into the filler cap and do that 4 times. 4 times equals 200 cc. That fork leg is going to have exactly 200 cc of oil in it. Do the same the other side and you've got perfectly balanced fork legs using that tool. As I say, gearbox oil, anything else where you're using fluids, that's a really good tool, and they're only a couple of quid. The other syringe looks a little, you've got to be careful with this because obviously I've got a needle attached. The whole point is that it's got some oil in there, and I'm going to lubricate a cable with it. The needle, well, the whole point of the needle is that when I get my cable, in this case a throttle cable, I can pull against the slide in the carburetor to expose the actual inner Bowden cable, pull the outer over slightly to expose a hole, and we're going to insert the needle into that hole and slowly push down. Now the syringe and the needle are well inside the cable, and we're just going to put a gentle pressure on that. And that's now forcing 5. Stop when it pops out the top there, just stop, let the oil just drip down a bit more. There we go, that's got about 1 cc of oil in there. Just wiping it off, let the cable back up, make sure it's well seated in the adjuster there. Always put the dust boots back on, they stop rubbish getting in. Wipe the cable clean. And that is a silky smooth throttle cable, I tell you. Great thing about this method is if you do it regularly, you don't have to get involved in all of those hanging the cables up and making funny little cones and dripping oil. It's all messy, and taking them off is a difficult thing as well. This method, done regularly, will keep those cables in tip-top condition and silky smooth. You can't do without a couple of really good syringes in your workshop. Guaranteed good use will come from them. And by the way, if you like this tip, go to our channel, subscribe. We've got loads more tips for you, and they're free.